Guys, I'm going to jump into it. This is a upside down part of a Gorton rotary table. Gorton rotary table. And I've been cleaning it up, and so there's the where you turn the crank, and you pull this shot pin. Right, okay, so you pull the shot pin and then you can rotate it and it engages and disengages the worm, okay, whatever. There's a set screw in there and there's an oil cup that goes there. I took out the oil cup. So the set screw, I wanted to pull the set screw because you can rotate this, but it's a little stiff, and I've been oiling in the oil port, and it's just, I want to clean it out. So, it's got a jam nut and the set screw. Looks like a 3/8 screw. But anyhow, I've been working it back and forth with the Allen wrench, and I could only get like 1/8 of a turn out of it. And I've been tapping it with the hammer and going back and forth, back and forth. I'm rotating this, thinking there's like a slot of some kind. I'm like, what's going on? Why can't I get this out? And I don't want to force it because it's a you know, cast iron. It's like a little hub on there. So what's going on is it's broken off. There's still a piece in there, right? And focus. Right? It's broken off. Look at that. So it was broken off a long time ago, maybe before I was even born, right? So anyhow, there's a piece in there. God, I don't think I can, well, let's see the, oops. Well, I'm trying with the camera, but it's in there. There's a piece in there. Can I walk it out? I don't know. I can probably drill it out and easy out it. Don't know. But it's in there. So I was thinking about taking it over, plopping it on the Bridgeport next to the vise. I could move the vise, but I don't think I need to. Drill it out. We'll see what happens. I'll get into a little bit more of the backstory on this rotary table in a little bit later, but I'm going to try and get this out for the minute, so we'll bring you back. Alright guys, got it in the Bridgeport Mill. I got it fastened down to the table with one stud, and I got a left-hand drill. I got a handful of left-handed drills. I don't know if you can see this. Alright guys, I think I got it. I know I got it. See my setup here? I got the handle on the wrench on the chuck. And you try to there it comes. I think that's it. Yes. Wow. It's a let me back her out there. Let me get you lit from the front instead of from the back. It's a tapered it's a tapered deal, and I got it out with that easy out extractor. Awesome. Well, I can't see down there, but we got her out, so that's what I call a success, right? All right, we did it. We didn't hurt anything. Couple different easy outs, couple different easy outs. All right, let's continue on. Doozer shop. All right, guys, got it off the mill. It's back on my my work stool. Let's see what we got here. So that's out of there, and I guess I can pull this out. Ooh, it's pulling out rather easy. Oh yeah, that's what I want to see. Ooh, wow. Ooh, there she is, man. That's what it is. That's the worm with the eccentric. Okay. Let me clean it up. Looks like some dried oil in there, and that's like a brake shoe that the point of that screw was in, and it was never fully releasing because the thread was broke. So I don't know how that happened, but you know, years ago. So here's the rest of it. Where'd I put the point? I don't know, it's here somewhere. But anyhow, yeah, let's clean this up and proceed on. But that was a good take her outer experience there. Boy, I'll tell you, I'm happy about that. But well, I can't show you nothing. Well, you may see the gears in there. Doesn't matter. All right, I'm gonna clean this up. All right, bring you back. All right, just to recap, because I found the piece. That's how I got that out of there, right? Used a 3/16 carbide end mill, 2 flute, right? And there's that piece. And I just chewed it out of there. Just got down on it. And I'm only about, oh, I don't know, 3/16 deep, not too deep. You can see what it was, and that has enough thread on it. It was just jamming that thing tight where it would never spin free. Isn't that just a hoot? Man, that's just a... Where is it? Yeah. That's just a hoot. So it's just a 3/8 set screw. Easy to replace. Let me go look at my set screw stash, and I'll just grind one up. That might even be a cordless drill and a belt sander situation. Well, we'll see. All right, I'm gonna bring you back. So, got it over here, just for grins, on the SIP MP5. Like I said, I've been cleaning it up in the parts washer, and just I did a few things on the surface grinder and on the lathe. Here it is. I just got the lamp on the SIP going. Maybe it doesn't show it in the greatest light. But what the deal is, oh yeah, this thing, it got whacked somehow, right? I don't know. It's like something was dropped on it and it compressed the cast iron, right? It's kind of weird. But it chipped it out a bit, And I just took a grindstone on a die grinder, and I had a 1.5 inch stone, and I just kind of recontoured the radius a little bit. You can see where the iron was actually compressed. I left some of that tomfoolery there, whatever. But yeah, that's one of the ubu's on it. But it's interesting. You can see, you know, the table overhangs the base quite a bit, right? But if I touch the base, you can kind of see, you know, my hand, how much it's under there by, oh, it's probably 3.5 inches or so. This is the lock. It sucks it down and compresses the whole bearing surface. So that's kind of cool. So this lock, I think it was broke at one point, welded back together and brazed, and it was actually touching the table, which was not a good scenario. And also, can you see in the background, see that stud with a lock nut that looks like it's touching the table? Well, it's not. And it's not by like 10 or 15 thousandths. And that is to adjust the cam action in-out eccentric to bring the worm into mesh and take the worm back out of mesh. So that was hanging too low, and that's the new one I made. That's right, I filmed the old one. The tip had cracked off and it was stuck inside the casting. So that's like I said, 10 or 15 thousandths below flush from the surface of where you're, the table. Cleaned up the 0-pointer, cleaned up the hand wheel. Let me get up. All right. So let me show you this is engaged, and it turns the table, right? And what you do is you can pull this shot pin, right, and you push it down, right? And so now that doesn't do anything, and you can free spin the table. Oops, well, it's not bolted down. Normally you could free spin it, but that's how that works. You got to kind of pull the pin, and you got to get the mesh going. Turn it, sorry. Okay, so now it's working again. You can see the table spin. So that works. This resettable dial was pretty jacked up. So let me tell you something. That set screw, and there's this 1/4-20, there's another set screw. That holds this collar. Now this is a threaded collar, right? Kind of see, maybe you can't. That's a fine thread and whatever, but anyhow, there's lead. I used .177 lead pellets for a pellet rifle, like a BB gun, to cushion the thread. It had one brass pad, and the other one, I don't know if it was missing or I lost it, but anyhow. And oh, the back edge of this threaded collar and the back edge of this degree wheel, I had surface ground 4 thousandths off of both of them because they were not flat, and it was causing an eccentric binding where it would bind, be free, bind, be free. So I did some surface grinder work on both of these. I think I took 3.5 thou off the front face of that threaded adjuster collar, and I took 4 thou, just another 1/2 thou off of this eccentric, not eccentric, off this degree wheel, right? Oh, apparently I don't have it tight enough because look, it's moving. The lead has yielded. See how that whole thing's moving? All right. Yeah, so I don't have to tighten that up with my 1/8" Allen wrench. Okay, so that's cool. And what started this project, let me stick that there, is this thing. This thing, I got this in some industrial salvage, and it fits on there. So it's cool, it's neat. And just because I found this at some industrial salvage, it inspired me to clean this whole table, right? So anyways, oh, it's got a mill mark here, which is not great, but it's not the end of the universe. It's barely down 10/1000ths. Little peck hole. This is the worst of it. There is some knacker. T-slot has a little bit of boogery. There's a little mill mark there and a little mill mark around 3 sides of the center hole. But that's it. I mean, it's a pretty good, solid situation. But anyways, yeah, I don't know if I'll put it back in the cabinet or leave it on the SIP. Oh, these screws come off, and the top, of course, of the table comes off, and it makes it half as heavy, right? It makes it lighter, and if I don't have the crane set up, I think that's what I'm going to keep doing, is take the table off the base and then put them both back in the cabinet separately. But anyhow, just wanted to give you a little follow-up to the completion of that. I was going to paint it like Rust-Oleum gray. I didn't. Maybe I can later. It doesn't matter. It's pretty easy to do. It's not that hard to strip down. Just want to give you a quick update with that, and yeah, I'll probably just stick it back in the cabinet over there. Bam, for now. It looks cool on the SIP though, it really does. It looks so cool on the SIP. Alright, just want to give you that quick update until next time, Doozer Shop.